Hey everyone, this is Sujoy over here. So today I'm making this short video about Vietnam hotel scams, and this is something which has happened to me a few times. But I decided to make this video because I want you guys to be aware of this scam which is rampantly happening, in big cities like especially Ho Chi Minh City. So I'm going to talk about this scam, and the purpose of me making this video is to let you expats be careful before you book a hotel in Vietnam using these reputed booking sites like Booking.com or Agoda. So so my story goes like this. I decided to book up an apartment, a studio type apartment. I'm a member of bookings.com. So I'm a premium member, a level 3 member, and I do get a lot of discounts and everything, a lot of promotions. I've been with booking.com for over 2 years now. I've stayed with a lot of hotels in Southeast Asia, especially Vietnam, Thailand, and also Cambodia. So I'm not saying it happens all the time, but this is something which I think bookings.com should seriously look into, especially in all these new property listings which are being listed at bookings.com with no reviews, or new properties in Ho Chi Minh City or in Hanoi, um, or even property listings with fake reviews. What I mean is that the people working in that hotel or the management running that hotel, they pretend to be guests giving fake reviews. And and that too, having very few reviews, like maybe three, four reviews, and so you should be very careful if you're gonna book a hotel or an accommodation or studio type apartment using bookings.com with less reviews or with no reviews. So I decided to book this property, and I'm just going to name it out because I don't want anyone to get scammed, because I've checked their Google reviews, I've checked the reviews from Booking.com. So it's been the same thing which has happened to me. So this the name of this property is called as Felly Homes. So I booked for Felly Homes too. I think they have a couple of Felly Homes in Ho Chi Minh City. So my check-in time was 1 p.m. and it was like pay at the property, and I would just go and pay around 450,000 Vietnam dong. I think that would be around 20 US dollar, 22 US dollars. I don't know, because now the Vietnam dong is weaker compared to the dollar. So so I came there around 1 p.m. and I saw this building, and I took a grab and came over there. Um, and no one was over there. The door was locked. The doorbell was not there. It was broken. So then I saw these two Vietnamese guys. They came on a motorbike. I don't know. I mean, they were like just standing in front of the door for 15 minutes. Even I was standing. I called up the host, the number which is provided on booking.com. So I said to him that I'm out here, and can someone open the door? And he was just like, he picked up the phone and he was like, okay. And I did not hear anything from there onwards. So I don't know. I saw these guys, they were like in front of the door like for 15 minutes or something. And then I felt like they were also new or something. I didn't talk to them because it was pretty hot outside, and I was just waiting to check in so that I can take a fucking shower and cool down, because Saigon can get really hot during the afternoon hours. And of course, I'm a brown skinned foreigner, so I tan up faster. I mean, I'm from India. And then what happened is that I think one of those guys, they opened the door, and they came inside the lobby, and I also came inside the lobby, and it was like I mean, nobody was there downstairs in the lobby. No, it was not no elect. I mean, I didn't see any lights or anything, but those dudes were like still in the lobby, for 10, 12 minutes. I don't know, maybe they were waiting for the same person or what. But I just spoke to one of those guys. I spoke in English. I told them that, can you just check, if someone can come and give me the key, and I want to pay the money. So I think that dude, he called up that person, or I don't know, and so he told me that he's coming. I mean, there's somebody's coming or something. I don't know. Those boys, they went upstairs, and I don't know. Maybe they stay there, or maybe they're part of that nexus of that hotel management. I don't know. And I just kept waiting. I tried calling that number. Nobody was picking up the phone. So I tried repeatedly. No one was picking up. So I was sitting in the lobby. It was so fucking hot. I was like sitting there for 25 minutes. Nobody came. I said, "What the fuck?" And fortunately, I just had a light backpack, because I wanted to stay at District One for that day. I just wanted to move around Bohemian Street, enjoy myself. And then I just saw this coffee shop opposite to the home. I sat over there, and I said that, okay, this looks. I checked the reviews, Google reviews, and they were not good, because they had the same kind of situation as I was going through that time. That no one was showing up or something. And then I tried calling the person. Nobody was picking up the call, and I decided to cancel the booking. It was not free cancellation. It was not a free cancellation, but and I contacted the customer care of Booking.com. I told them, I gave them a long explanation that this is what's happened. And I got a funny text message from Booking, from the host. He did not call me, but just said that we are having water issue problem in your room, and it's not going to be fixed for 2 days. We tried to contact you this morning, and but you did not. So I checked my calls. I didn't get any calls from those people. I checked the Booking.com messages. I never got any information from them, because I'm very mobile savvy. I always like to check my emails. I'm a digital nomad, so I always like to stay connected. I did not get any kind of these calls. This is like complete BS bullshit. And then he said that we can give you another accommodation with the same price. And I said, okay, fine. I'm waiting out here. Can you give me the address, or can someone come and pick me up from the coffee shop? I never got any response from them. So I just waited there for I think for another 15 minutes. I was just having my coffee, and I was like totally so hot outside. And I feel bad, because if you're gonna have other expats coming from foreign countries, from faraway countries, and say in the middle of the night or something like that, there have been stories where expats try to check into the hotel or accommodation, and they're notified, oh, we canceled your booking. We tried to contact you. I mean, just imagine expats taking 7 hours flight, or even 15 hours flight, coming to Vietnam to explore the beautiful country, and getting scammed and cheated by these couple of these Vietnamese hotels and accommodations. If you're booking from Booking.com, or maybe Agoda. I personally haven't used Agoda much, but I use a lot of Booking.com. So nobody came to, I didn't get any response from the host. So I immediately decided to make another booking. I decided to book for another accommodation at District 1. Correction, this Felly Homes, it's actually at Bintan District, which is close to Landmark 81. So I just wanted to select that location so that I can enjoy the location over there. But I don't know. So you guys got to be careful if you're booking hotels and accommodations at Bintan District, which is close to that Landmark 81. Um, anyways, I booked up something with the same price, a boutique hotel at District 1, and I basically finished my coffee and got the fuck out of there. And I gave a negative Google review about that property, and I think my review is still being moderated by Google, because Google sometimes, like I've given like 250 Google reviews, But sometimes what I don't like about Google is that they try to not post some of your reviews for those properties. And I was very disappointed. I contacted customer care at bookings.com, and this is so bad. Like one of the customer agents, I got an email from that person the following day. I don't know. I mean, I think the guy's name was Mohammed or somebody from Booking.com, and he tried to explain. Oh, we tried to contact the property regarding this, but they have canceled your booking. So, and they're so, I mean, they're so stupid. Like, I'm trying to pay for a $20 booking, and then that guy from Booking.com is offering me something for a $50. And I know what I was written over there. We can offer you something for $50 for one night in this beautiful service apartment. I just feel so sad, like I'm a genius member level 3 of bookings.com. And this dude, Mohammed, contacted me from booking.com regarding this matter and trying to scam me more by charging me higher. So I think booking.com really got to look into all these scam listings here in Southeast Asia, especially here in Vietnam. I've heard horror stories. If you check up the YouTube videos, like some expats, they travel from somewhere in Vietnam, come to a specific location, and they try to modify the booking, and the hotel owners will just kick them off middle of the night. So be very, very careful when you're booking with bookings.com here in Vietnam. So make sure to check up the reviews. If the reviews are good, if there are a lot of reviews, then rest assured you won't have any issues. But if these are complete new listings with no reviews, be very, very careful because this is happening a lot right now in Ho Chi Minh City and perhaps in Hanoi also. I didn't have any bad situations in Hanoi. In fact, the accommodations which I took up in Hanoi using bookings.com were pretty good. And, there were no scam images. What I don't like over here in Ho Chi Minh is that there are a couple of these pictures which they show up these hotels and accommodations. They're not the same. They could be photoshopped or they look to be bigger. The rooms look to be bigger when they take those pictures because they take it from a certain angle, and sometimes maybe you will not find the furniture, or maybe you want to have a sofa, or maybe you want to have a television, or maybe you'll have something broken in the room, or maybe the bathroom, maybe the hot water shower is not running, or maybe you're landing up with a very bad receptionist or a rude receptionist. So you got to be very careful of all these scams which are happening over here in Vietnam, these hotel scams here in Vietnam, especially if you're booking with bookings.com. Um, you know, um, so that's what I got to say. I don't have anything personally negative against bookings.com. Most of the hotels which I've booked through them are pretty good, but I strongly request the management of bookings.com to seriously look into this. A lot of scam listings. Of certain properties and hotels here in Vietnam which have fake reviews or which have no reviews, and they treat and so this common scam would also be like you book a hotel, and so once the property actually cancels your booking and says to you that we can offer you something else. We don't have this right now, but we can offer you something else. And then they will try to communicate with you through other social media platforms like maybe Zalo, send you the images and pictures and all those kind of things. So be very, very careful about this because at the end of the day, um, I don't want my fellow expat foreigners to get scammed. You could be coming from Europe or from the West or from any other part of Southeast Asia. Because at the end of the day, we're paying money for good service, and we don't want to be cheated. So I really hope most of the hotels and accommodations here in Vietnam they also watch this video and try to understand that you should not play games like these with expat foreigners. So this is my personal experience. And also be very careful when you're looking at some property images. hotel images of like Photoshop images, or like some beautiful girl standing, Vietnamese girl standing in a room, or pretending she's working in a laptop or something, with a nice smile or something. These are all marketing tactics. I have nothing against that, but be very careful, because when you show up at the property, you need to make sure that it's exactly the same as it was shown in those images. So with that being said, I'm going to cut out this video right now. This was me, Sujoy. Peace out.